Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hero RC. I'm Robert, and today is February 1st. Wednesday evening, about 4:50 p.m. Today in frame, I've got my FCX 10 LC80. And like I said, I wasn't going to stop until I finished this project. And I've got the wheels and tires on it. I've got the outer portal covers all the way around on it. And now I am fixing to add the accessories to the interior, and it will be ready to roll after that. Like I said, there's not much that I wanted to do to this vehicle. Oh, and I've got the bumper in the front put on, but I haven't added any lights to it yet. So I don't know if I'm going to or not. It's a lot of trouble adding lights to those, because once you add the lights, it's hard to get the body to set tight on it unless you run the wires some kind of way, which I've got to figure out. And also I've got rock lights on it now, but I am going to stay with it on this vehicle until I get it finished. And I've already got some serious scratches on it already from that first RTR run. But this is not the main subject. Let's get over to the main subject. All right, this is the surprise, or the main subject or topic of today's video. A new addition to the fleet. I have got the H10 Optic by Vanquish. Sparco officially licensed. 110 scale, high performance RTR trail buggy, baby. Nothing new to the public, but new to me. I've always wanted one, and now I have it. We're going to get this sucker out of the box, and we're going to take it out for a RTR run before it gets dark. It's 5 o'clock, so I got about an hour and a half. Let's get this puppy unboxed. All right, we've got her unboxed, and look at her. She is a beaut. I keep looking off because I'm looking at my screen here, watching myself. But this took me about 30 minutes. You get no instructions. I've never had one before, and I should have watched videos on it is what I should have done. And I'd have been more prepared, because this run may wind up being a night run. But she's sweet. I had to figure out how to get the case open to put batteries in it. And you've got the pins up here with the stick that slides down from the bottom. And the door slides off. I'm here. I done took the screws off the side, trying to figure it out. But I finally got it figured out. And it's going to have to be tweaked, because the ESC and all of this back here in the back moves around. Let me turn everything off. I don't want to run my battery down before I get it out. And the remote is the same remote that came with my Phoenix 410. And this one works. It didn't work at first. I had to kind of take it out and mess with it a little bit. So I'm going to do that with the other remote. And if I'm reading the instructions right, you can add more than one vehicle to this remote. But it's not very smooth when it comes to the modulation. So, it definitely has to get a fusion. And I'm going to have to break it down and look at it, see how what the motor looks like and all of that. But you know, you got your point sets on here where you just push buttons. I had to figure all of that out myself. Uh, you know, you got your trim and your throttle here. Then you got other points that I don't really understand yet on the screen there, but it takes a soft finger to get it to modulate slow. But I'm thinking once it's rubber on the ground, you have a little bit more control of the modulation. But that's about as slow as I can get it to go. You know, you can hear it kind of tweaking in there, or you know, making the noise of the ESC in there making noise. So, from my unprofessional opinion, it doesn't have the best uh, motor and ESC in it. But we're gonna take it outside and see how it performs RTR. So I will see you on the flip side. I also forgot to mention that I went on and purchased a light kit for it. And I gotta quit looking at the camera, at the screen. I probably need to put the screen in front of me. That way I won't keep looking down at the screen. I can look straight ahead at the camera and watch what I'm doing there. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So I went on and purchased the light kit to go with it also. And that's another project. Because I'm gonna have to break this puppy down and see how it breaks down, so I can get all of this in there and learn more about it. Then talk about the wheels. The wheels feel nice and sticky like they always do when they come out of the box. But the foam feels kind of hard and kind of feels like it's I don't know, it might be dual. I don't know, it's not dual stage. They feel nice and sticky. And there's a little play in that's that new, that not new, but the axle set up in there that's moving in there. So anyway, like I said, I got the light kit. Everything's working. We're going to take it outside for an RTR run. This time, I will see you on the flip side. All right, here we are back with the Optic 410 by Vanquish. I'm going to take her down the stairs and get this RTR run started. Here we go. We'll head on over to Foxtrot Trail Course 1 first. Just trying to keep her in frame is a chore. See what kind of crawling ability she has. See how she handles Bedrock Bridge. Definitely needs a fusion. Yeah, my old course is just made for smooth articulation. Let's see how she does on Blackpot Hill. It's a nice looking rig, though. I like it. Just these RTR performances out of the box are just RTR performances. Just look at that front tire raise up there. Yeah, reaching for the stars, but no problem. It's got a low center of gravity, so shouldn't be a problem. Let's do some descending to the other side there. No drag brake. Nope. Yeah, she definitely needs some upgrades. I think this receiver will be fine with a fusion in it, or working with the fusion. Yeah, it's got a nice low center of gravity. I like the tires so far. Just needs more modulation control. Articulation isn't too bad. Just the modulation sucks. Sun's dropping on down. You know, now that I have this adapter, I want to see how the phone uh, records one of these days without the camera. Just use the phone with this adapter. And I could still use CapCut to edit. Now that I've got that sort of figured out to a certain point anyway. I think I got the basics figured out anyway. It just needs a smoother modulation. Shocks wouldn't hurt either, I don't think. I mean, there's some articulation going on there, but you know, with it being a buggy, it's just kind of hard to tell for me what type of articulation. the usual paces. Try to figure it out a little bit. See if she gets over Shovel Bridge. Bottomed out. Some low taller tires will get it over it. Yeah, she bottoms out. Not a lot of vehicles, low sitting vehicles, can get over Shovel Bridge. Let's take her over to Pride Rock. And I have not forgot about the duel or the showdown between the two Blazers. Hello, beautiful. It's gonna look nice with the lights and everything in it. Let's go over Shovel Bridge the opposite way. A little bit of drag brake, not much, but you know, I might have to figure it out a little bit more. I just slid down. Just take it over the hard way. But it's crawl over these rocks. That's what it's really supposed to do. Bring it on back around. There you go. That's what it's made to do. All right, folks, there you have it. The Vanquish Optic 10. I think that's what it's called. When I pause, I'm trying to figure out what I'm talking about here. But it's the Vanquish. It's very recognizable. Optic 10. Awesome machine, or has awesome potential, I'd say. The next run I'm going to do with it will be a RTR run over at Foxtrot Truck Course 2. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. The heck with it. Still got a little daylight left. Go ahead and test this, see how fast it is.
Okay, let's go.
A little speed. Nice turning radius. Whoa. It's got a little power to it, a little juice. Let's get around this trailer here. You know, I know what I'm doing. I'm wanting to put the phone as the camera. That's what I keep trying to do when I need to just guide with the camera. Or make the camera follow the vehicle instead of the phone. And I still got to figure out this the settings for the gimbal. Everything's a little soft over here because of the snow and everything. And that's the thing with caliche. It stays hard, but once it gets wet, it'll get soft again until it hardens back up. Okay, we bottomed out there. Let's see. Just need to try a different line here. Because it sits pretty low. Bigger tires wouldn't hurt it though. But I like those tires. It's too low. It makes a better driving experience, like I always say. You know, I watch my videos and it seems like they just go by so fast. And it seems like when I'm watching other people's videos, they take longer to finish. It's kind of weird, huh? I'm kind of a weird guy. I'll be the first to admit it. All right, baby, we need some weight. Look at that, she's just not, that reverse needs, yeah, she's just not grabbing, no weight. So she definitely needs weight. And I think I got some portals for it, front portals anyway. And that's what I'm going to try to do from now on when I purchase a vehicle. Is just get everything that I usually get when I get a vehicle, which is mainly tires and wheels and weight. But when it comes to the tires and wheels, don't know if you're going to like the tires and wheels that are on it already. So, you know, that's kind of a issue there. She definitely needs bigger wheels. That's the only hindrance right now. See if we can get up there without turning over in the water. Grab, babies. And of course, we got to do profile heel, RTR, and then come back and do it when we're all dressed up, or when we have been upgraded. Profiling and styling, baby. All right, let's get on over to Big Rock. See what's up with Big Rock. It should master Big Rock though, really. Nope, what was that? Car backfired. Handle Big Rock, baby. Okay, a little struggle, but it's them small tires. All right. The days are starting to get a little bit longer. Well, you know, we got to get a little wet. Why not? We're out here. This is water from the snow. drop just right. See if it can maintain. Got to get that driver's tire up over that hump. At the same time, keep the passenger tire planted on that ridge right there. It dropped down, but still okay. Yeah, it's just sitting too low for this course. All right, there you have it. Foxtrot Trail Course 2 run. You know, you look at these vehicles, you get all excited about them, and you get them and you get a little disappointed. And I think from now on, what you got to do when you purchase these vehicles is think about the potential, because you already know you're going to have to change tires and motors and wheels and add weight. Those are tires, motor, wheels. Those are the three main things that you usually have to do to these vehicles when you get them. But anyway, there you are, the Optic 10, another new addition to the fleet. I love it though. I like it because it'll be something that I'll compare to the Capra. But like I always say, folks, much, much, much more to come. And thanks for watching.